Welcome to another episode in question and answer session. Today's question is, how does our brain work? Here is how it works. Your body collects all the information through sight and sounds, that is through the senses from the outside world. It sends all the information to the brain. The information travels to the brain along the pathways called nerves. Once the messages reach your brain begins to process them. The brain has many different parts that control very specific things like memory or your muscles. Many areas work together and communicate with each other to make sense of incoming messages. Brain also sends information back to the nerves. At the center of the brain are the thalamus and hypothalamus. Center of the brain is the thalamus and the hypothalamus, which form the structure called diencephalon. The thalamus and hypothalamus form a structure called diencephalon. The hypothalamus generates many neurosecretions. Hypothalamus secretes many neurosecretions which are carried to the pituitary gland at the base of the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus controls homeostasis by regulating hunger, thirst, sleep, body temperature, water balance and blood pressure. So the hypothalamus controls the homeostasis, the body status, by regulating hunger, thirst, sleep, body temperature, water balance and blood pressure. The pituitary gland is called the master gland because along with the hypothalamus it helps to maintain homeostasis by secreting many important hormones. So pituitary gland is another master gland, the master gland because along with the hypothalamus it helps to maintain the homeostasis by secreting many important hormones. At the base of the brain are the cerebellum and the brainstem. Base of the brain is the cerebellum and the brainstem. The cerebellum coordinates muscle functions such as maintaining normal muscle tone and maintaining posture. The brain stem is muscle tone and muscle function, muscle posture are maintained by the cerebellum. The brainstem is formed by three structures: the midbrain, the pons and the medulla oblongata. The midbrain, the pons and the medulla oblongata. The spinal cord is a continuation of the brainstem that runs through the vertebrae of the spine. Neurons. The central nervous system is made of 100 billion neurons. Our central nervous system is made of 100 billion neurons. Unlike other cells, they can both receive communication and send out signals to the neighboring neurons in the form of electrical pulses. So unlike other cells which receive only information, this cell called neuron sends out signals to neighboring cell and they receive signals also, both ways. They send out signals in the form of electrical pulses. And typically a neuron is connected to about 10,000 other neurons. A single neuron is connected to 10,000 other neurons. The specific point of connection between the axon of one cell and another and a dendrite of another, the connection point is axon and the connection to the next cell is dendrite, and this connection point is called a synapse. The secret of the brain lies in vast number of neurons, the tens and billions of neurons, and the complicated way they are connected. So the total secret of the brain, the functioning of the brain is the billions of neurons which are available, and the complicated way they are connected, the neural pathways. Your three brains are not on speaking terms because their functioning is different. The animal brain does not think in words. It thinks in by releasing neurochemicals into the body. Humans experience these chemicals as emotions. When the animal brain sees something good for survival, it releases chemicals that experiences happiness. Humans experiences happiness. Animal brain sees something good for survival, it releases chemicals that humans experience as happiness. Which are those chemicals? Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, endorphin. These chemicals are happiness chemicals, and the animal brain releases that chemicals. When they are happy, they release dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphin. Something bad for survival, that triggers cortisol in the human brain. For survival, it releases cortisol. Humans perceive it as anxiety. Neurochemicals are powerful enough to trigger urgent survival behaviors in the state of nature. Neurochemicals are powerful enough to trigger urgent survival behaviors in the state of nature. Experience build real physical pathways in your brain. This is repetition, experience. They actually build a physical pathway in the brain. So for frontal lobe, then we will see frontal lobe, decisions, judgments, problem solving, emotions are the functions of the frontal lobe. Frontal lobe has the functions of decision making, judgments, problem solving, emotions. And temporal lobe consists of perception, recognition. Many aspects of language are in the temporal lobe. Then in the parietal lobe, movement orientation, recognition, perception of stimuli are in the parietal lobe. Movement orientation, recognition, perception of stimuli are in the parietal lobe. Then in the occipital lobe, vision at large. So in the occipital lobe, the vision at large is available. So this is how the brain functions, basic things of the brain. So the question that is asked, how the brain functions, we are giving you a brief account of the basics in our answer. So with this we will end this episode. Stay with me for another episode. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video. Thank you.